everybody, and my name is Jeremiah Grossman. I am the founder of WhiteHat Security. We're here with Robert Hansen. Is that right? Yeah, Robert Hansen and Matt Johansen. And we're here at our WhiteHat Security's Appsec Lunch. It's something we do every year to get all the application security practitioners together to talk shop. And we're going to do a little HackerKast here because, we can.
We're all in the same place.
So rather than doing current events like we normally do or the bonus rounds, we're going to talk about things that we're learning at RSA, the chatter, the keywords. So, Robert, what conversation are you having? What are people interested in?
Yeah, right now a lot of really interesting conversations happening around DevOps, specifically how DevOps can improve security, which is pretty neat. As opposed to DevOps just being an efficiency thing, like how can we actually stop vulnerabilities from propagating, patch faster, find interesting ways to find vulnerabilities quicker using DevOps, which is pretty neat.
Now, is this like hypothetical, or people have actually done this?
Yeah.
Oh. You've done this.
I'm a contributor on a project called Gauntlet, and that's what it's for. It's putting security into your build pipelines with Jenkins and things like that. And so
what is this? What is Gauntlet? What is that?
Gauntlet is a tool that fires up a bunch of security tools in your build pipeline. So once your code is built and you're like firing off unit tests and things like that, it's going to do some security tests to kind of get us a minimum bar of like, hey, let's batter my code with a whole bunch of stuff, and the build will fail. The build will fail, and the code will not go to production if some basic security tests fail.
So it has to run the gauntlet.
Did you leave SSH open? Did you, are you using an old version of SSL? Things like that, yeah.
So it's not just the concept, there are tools also out there. Awesome, that's cool.
It's new, but there are tooling, yeah.
So what about you, Matt? So what conversations are you having?
I'm good buddies with a bunch of the Verizon DBIR guys, so I've been hanging out with the DBIR, and they caused kind of a religious war here at RSA this year, so we always like to pay attention.
Religious war in security? Come on.
Yeah. So this year, their data is showing that really no one's getting hacked by mobile apps. Which I think my favorite tweet about the subject was, is news to nobody that isn't selling something. So, there's just large data breaches just aren't really happening via mobile apps that cause data loss and financial loss just yet, right? And so to walk around the RSA floor, that's not exactly the most popular topic.
You should bring the report with you going like, I saw this.
Stand on a soapbox and throw DBIRs at people.
It'll be interesting to say because you can't argue with the data. The data is what the data is.
That's it.
I mean, how are they going to spin this? The huge, real big problems aren't here yet. Is that what they got?
And it's just, it's not that anyone's saying you don't need to focus on this. It's just that money isn't being lost yet because of hacks due to mobile breaches, right? And I think we all kind of knew that at heart, right? It's just that this is something that is taking more and more of the market space. People are using a lot of weird mobile things for highly sensitive stuff, so it's going to happen, right? So
it's kind of interesting how you guys have had much different conversations. Like, I've had much different ones as well. The people I'm talking to are asking questions. Let's say you're starting from scratch in an AppSec program. They wiped out their AppSec team, or they never had an AppSec program to begin with. We're starting from scratch, and the business says, and the business is not like a small business. Like, we're talking $2 billion businesses going, security is important, specifically application security is important, so what do we do? And it presents a rather unique opportunity for these new AppSec teams that are coming in to kind of do it right from the start and put their fingerprints all over it, something that survives them. And it was kind of amazing to me that we had just written that quick start guide just in time. Because like 15 years into AppSec, there was no like, this is how you do an AppSec program. Our entire industry was like, don't do that, and don't do that, and don't do that. And now there's kind of a framework in place. So it's really heartening for me to say like, okay, so how do we do application security the right way? It's not just do WAF, do scanning. What is the program? So they're doing things like metrics and scanning and training. So they're looking at very holistically and not vendor by vendor. So it's going to make some good progress out there.
Absolutely. That's really cool. And you gave a few presentations yesterday?
Oh yeah, I did a presentation, no more snake oil, doing security guarantees, something we got to do as an industry. So I'll post the slides. We'll probably do a webinar or something like that.
You were on a panel too?
No panel this year.
Really?
I skipped on the panel.
Nice.
It's been a good year.
You hate panels. Yeah. I'm talking on Friday morning.
Oh yeah, so you got the top 10 web hacks going.
Yeah.
So that's going to be fantastic as always.
Friday morning, I'm going to be talking to chairs, but it's okay.
On Friday morning, you're usually talking after a head of state. You might be speaking after Alec Baldwin.
Oh, he's my opening act? Okay, cool.
It might be. Wow. So anyway, that's RSA, AppSec.
That's it.
Until next week, HackerKast.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks, everybody.
See ya.